So this is interesting. This is from the Bleacher Report. Assigning blame for every team eliminated from the 2024 playoffs. Browns, the reason for it, Cleveland's refusal to abandon the Deshaun Watson experiment. Remains unclear whether Kevin Stefanski or Andrew Berry ever truly wanted Deshaun Watson, or if the 2022 trade to acquire him was directed by Jimmy Haslam. Also unclear whether the decision to stand by the quarterback through two wildly disappointing campaigns was made by the front office. What is clear, Cleveland has been more competitive when Watson has been out of the lineup. Let's welcome in Casey Kinnamon from the Orange and Brown Report, the All Eyes on Cleveland podcast, the Barking Browns podcast. Casey, you could argue with that point, but if you do, you would have had your eyes closed to what's been going on.
Yeah, you can name a litany of quarterbacks that have gotten that opportunity during that same time span, whether there's Jacoby Brissett or P.J. Walker, and even this year with Jameis. And it's easy to see that no matter who's been under there, the floor has been much higher with other quarterbacks. And some of the, if just for this year, had Jameis not gotten the opportunity, we wouldn't even know what we have in Jerry Jeudy because it did not look the same with Deshaun Watson. And the scary part is if the offense was engineered around Deshaun Watson and he couldn't operate that, what offense could he truly operate?
Yeah, and that's, again, why I don't think you can't say he has no chance. You have to say, we're going to bring him in and let him compete. But he better not be the quarterback, or what are you doing the same thing and expecting a different result? It's insanity.
You can't sell that to the fan base, and you definitely can't sell that to the other 52 men in that locker room. That spiel that Stefanski gave us earlier in the year about Deshaun gives us the best chance to win, that is blatantly wrong. It's false, and you have enough sample size to prove it. And the thing is, people keep ignoring the fact is we watched his Achilles snap. He's not going to be ready to start the season. You might see him in training camp, you might see him do some drills, but the reality is that is an injury that takes a substantial amount of time to come back from. And if we were to assign a skill set to Deshaun Watson, his athleticism, which had diminished previously before the Achilles injury, that was his saving grace in Houston. And that's going to take a long time to come back. So I'm not even putting it in my mind that he's an option. Now, obviously, he's going to be under contract because if you cut him immediately, all that dead cap and everything comes to roost much quicker. Whereas if you do it after next season, it becomes manageable. So he's going to be around. It's going to be a storyline. But I'm not even putting it in my head that it's even an option that we even see him on the field in 2025.